this Tuesday. I'm excited. I'm excited to share something with you. An invite as well that I want to share with you. You know, I've been in the mentoring, coaching, course creation, training industry for the last 2 decades. And I've seen why a lot of people struggle, why they get overwhelmed, why they don't make the kind of money they want to make. Whether it be fear, lack of resources, lack of skill set, lack of knowledge. And I've also seen people who take action and put themselves out there and end up making 6 and 7 figures. People that never thought they could do so succeed beyond their wildest dreams with a mentorship business. And what I've found is that the online course coaching and mentorship business is one of the fastest ways, one of the simplest ways that you can generate 6 and 7 figures in a business for yourself. The reason most people don't is they don't know how to get started. They don't know what niche to start with. Oftentimes I hear people say they're afraid of picking the wrong thing. And so then they sit on the sidelines, even though they know that it's an opportunity for them to make a ton of money, that you could invest into a number of different things. You know, my wife and I, we were able to buy a house at an incredible price here in the real estate market here in Austin, Texas. In the last year, we've made over $1 million through our own businesses, mentoring and coaching people. And so with that, I see people, they could just make a few moves, 2, 3, 4 moves, and start to generate an income for themselves. And then I see people who they've been trying to for years, and they're struggling and wishing that their situation could change. And there's a disconnect here, because the process is simple, but most people have to challenge what's going on between their 2 ears, and they have to do things that will scare them oftentimes in order to reach those goals. And so what I want to do is I want to simplify that for you. That's why this Saturday I'm hosting a live training. It's 90 minutes long. And if you give me 90 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the blueprint of how you can start your own profitable 6 and 7 figure mentorship business, and how we're using artificial intelligence right now to save us hundreds of hours and hours and hours and hours of testing that we used to have to do when we first got started in this business. We didn't have AI. And we used to have to do a lot of testing and market research to get things working. Now we can use AI to save us like 90% of the process. Now you're still going to have to do market research, see how the marketplace responds, test, experiment. That's part of it. Don't believe any lie out there that's telling you that you just put up a website overnight and make money. Those are scams, okay? What I want to help you with is an actual business, an actual sustainable business model, a business model that's generated hundreds of millions of dollars for my family, for friends of mine that I know, for people that, and that's not an exaggeration. Hundreds of millions of dollars is how much over the course of the past 2 decades that I've seen generated. And if you want to know what's the best way, if you were starting today, if I was starting over today, I actually proved that 5 years ago. I started over. I had generated 8 figures per year with my mom's business, and then I started over, and I decided, okay, how do you start over from scratch and generate millions of dollars? And we did it with a client of ours that we partnered with, and we helped, his name was Rick Pino, we helped him make over $1 million a month in his business. Then I started over again in my own business. And in the last year, we've made over $1 million in our business. And so that's what I want to show you is if you're starting today from scratch, what to do to start to create a 6 and 7 figure business in the mentorship online coaching business. And so if you're somebody who wants to know where to start, how to start. I believe anybody can start doing this. But it's going to take challenging your beliefs. It's going to take doing things differently than you've always done them. It's going to take changing your behaviors and bringing them into alignment with making cash flow and sales and bringing sales into a business for you. If you want to know how to get started the right way, that's what I'm going to be walking you through this Saturday. And so I'd love for you to join us for that. I'd love for you to join me on that. I'm going to put a QR code here up in the corner here. You can actually possibly, I think the QR code will work. You can scan the QR code, check it out. Otherwise, it's over at my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com. If you have any questions leading up to this, I'd love for you to post your questions below. What are the reasons why maybe you know that you could build a business like this, but you haven't started? Or what are some of the questions that you would love us to address during the training? I have a list of thousands of questions that people have asked, and I go over those during the training, and we'll make it very simple, very easy for you to follow. But there's no reason, if you wanted to create a coaching, a mentorship business, a mastermind business, maybe a membership program, there's no reason for you to stay on the sidelines, especially if you're connected with me. I want to help you get unstuck and start to make real money in a business that you can be proud of, that impacts people. I'm not just talking about making money just for the sake of making money, but actually impacting people's lives, actually creating a legacy that you can be proud of. And if that's something that you want, I'd love for you to join us on Saturday to do that. So click the link, whether it be on this post or the QR code, and we'll see you there. Have a good one.